Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I woke up and I said I was going to do a live this morning. I will be live later on this afternoon with a special guest. Debbie and I will be covering uh, the cult of the housewives, Miss Mary Cosby. And oh, we've got so much stuff. So I will be live today with the special guest. And we're going to delve into things um that the docu series did not did not um cover a lot of. um and I know these things to be factual because the person that will be on, well, the people that will be on are the people that I have been in contact with since Salt Lake City started. So, good morning. Hi, sweet potato. And I was so happy to see you live yesterday. Good morning. Sassy nerd girl, good morning. Mod 148, good morning. Christoph, good morning. Bubby Sue, good morning. Gamecock Jenny, I said, hi, Dorit, good morning. Snuggle Bunny, good morning. I worked on this stuff so hard yesterday with all the information that was given to me and just looking up different things, and it's a lot. It is a lot. So I wanted to come in and because hi Gwen. Gwen, go to church and pray for me. Today is my mommy's birthday. I just got off the phone with her. And hi Mob Rat Hunter, good morning. Good morning. It's called The Cult of the Real Housewives. You can watch it on TLC, although I watched it on HBO Max because I don't like the commercials. Ma Brad, I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Maria Haskins. Good morning. Good morning. So it's on TLC, or you can watch it on Hi, my DJ Mandingo. DJ Savage is sick. She's got influenza. She's got a really bad flu. Um, you can watch it on HBO Max or TLC. It's a three-part series. It's like 48 minutes a piece. So it's really, really good. And they will be taking questions. Okay. All I'm going to say is this: everything that we've been talking about, Mary Cosby, um, is true. Mary has told a lot of lies. If you watch the documentary, you will see she has lied. We've called out some of them just covering the show, and it's a whole lot of stuff that's going on. Is it a good watch? If we, yes, it's a good watch. Even if you don't know who she is, it is a good watch. Yes, Amber is very sick. Her daughter is now very sick. Her daughter has influenza A. I talked to Amber last night. Her daughter was worried about going to work. She's got fever. Amber's fever wasn't Amber's or her daughter's was 102.1. And let me tell you, she was joking the other day when we were talking. She said, I think we need to just leave the house, have somebody come in here and do and bomb it with Lysol, stay at a hotel for a few days, and then come back home. Not even the next day. It was the next day when hi Mugsy. Hi, Black Hat. Good morning. It was the hi, Amber. I'm talking about you. It was the next day when she said her daughter was sick. Then I talked to her the day after. She's sick. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Hi, Aesops. Hi, Pat My Rock. I'm so happy you're back. Amber's sick. So her mother is still getting over pneumonia. Hopefully, she will not have to go back to the hospital again because, just like Flavor said yesterday, it was like the whole month of December. Hi, just keeping it real. Good morning. It was the whole month of December that that Amber's mom was in and out the hospital, and she had a few nice days at the hospital. So let's make sure that she's getting better. Um, and we are going to discuss. the news this morning too. Haven't had any more since I sweated out. Oh my God, good, Amber. Good. Yes, you can come up, and you know that. You could have just hit me up, girl, and said you wanted to come up. Okay, let me drop the link for Ann. Wait a minute, your mom is not again. And I'm gonna okay. Amber's mom is going through what my mom went through as far as the depression of losing her independence, okay? And that's what I had to explain to Amber. She was used to being in her own place, doing what she wanted. Well, she can still do what she wanted, but she felt that she was a burden to Amber and her family, and she's not. She's not. But when you get older, like my mom, oh my God, every time I talk, like this morning, I'm talking to her. I said, "How you doing, mama?" If my sister wasn't there in the room, she would have told me about all of this stuff. And I would tell her, "Mama, there's nothing wrong with you." I said, "You're where you need to be at." And every time I bring up the part about selling the house or the property, she just gets disgusted. So I don't say anything else about it anymore. Good morning, my Ann. How are
Good
you?
morning, Heidi. How are you? I
I
just
am
wanted.
wonderful. It's raining and snowing, but I'm
Oh,
good.
it's so cold here. It's very icy here. So I just wanted to point something out because somebody has just told me, since I don't listen to the narcissist, that
Uh-huh.
Maria has claimed if I want my $1,200 back, that I can pay half the taxes she paid on the channel. Maria, you need to
What
stop
taxes?
with. She
Did
needs
she
to
ever
stop
file taxes?
She needs to stop lying about things because I'm going to tell you something. Maria was exempt from taxes for over a year because of Carlos's accident. Maria, I've got proof of that. I went through her DMs this morning. You need to fucking stop lying to people. Stop lying to yourself. We started that channel in February 2022. It took quite a few months for us to get monetized. Carlos had his accident that year.
I
We didn't
remember
pay
that.
any taxes at all. I left the channel in May 2024. Or was it 2025? May 2025. But she didn't pay taxes for years. The
And
other
if your
thing is,
channel has
Maria,
to meet a certain threshold, because I filed my 1099s.
mhm,
Your channel has to make so much to meet a
yeah.
threshold where you're gonna have to pay taxes.
So she needs to stop lying. And Maria, take off all the other savings you got that you've lied about, all the money that you got in your PayPal and your Cash App that you've never paid tax on. Stop lying. Do you know what? Somebody else made that comment one day, and I don't know how much tax they think people pay on YouTube anyway, but I can assure them it's probably not a lot. Because, like you said, Heidi, you would need to make a hell of a lot of money to pay
Yep.
a lot of tax. So somebody made that comment and she's ran with it. The same as the bee making the comment that, oh, I think it was Anne who actually said that about being transparent. And
Nope.
then
I
what did
heard you
Maria
played
do?
it yesterday.
Yep.
Nope.
Maria
I heard
ran.
you.
Yep.
Yep.
Maria
And,
ran with that on the 11's channel. So Maria hears things that other people say and it sounds good to her. But Maria, this is my point to you. You are have to get the cheek to write, I'll go after Jen for as long as she lies about people. Well, I'll go after you for as long as you lie about me.
well,
Forever.
I really want Maria to show, because I heard a clip that was sent to me about her telling Brooke about, "Hi, Brenna, good morning." I heard a clip of her telling Brooke that Amber had these sock accounts. Those people are not Amber. And I'm sitting there going, why are you believing what someone is telling you without going and verify it for yourself? They are not Amber. Period. This gossip girl, Silent Protocol, this lady
Mm-hmm.
named Bree Bree, she was in Flavor's chat. She said on YouTube her name is Crawford County, and well, no, on Rumble she's Crawford County, but on YouTube she's Bree Bree. All of these people Amber is not the only one. And I don't really think that, well, Amber hates her now. But at that point, I didn't think that Amber really had that type of animosity. She just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah.
But you're accusing her of being all these people, and she's not. You're only making yourself look stupid.
Do you know what happens? And it's again that Jules has got a lot to play in a part here. Jules gaslights Maria. And then Jules is sitting back saying, "Oh, I wouldn't do what Maria does." No, you're gaslighting her to do what she's doing. And she's doing all that dirty work for you.
Yeah, I heard you say that yesterday. I
And
really
it's
did.
true. It's absolutely true. I can see what Jules is doing. We know who Jules is. If
Yep.
Jules wants to take a stance about something, she takes a stance. For her to sit back and go, "I don't agree with Maria's doing," you 100% agree. You made a intro saying that you're a duo. You made that intro, Jules. So what Maria does is both of you, because you're a duo. And the other thing, Jules, I hope that YouTube support know that they're speaking to you when they think they're speaking to Maria. Because she was actually saying about how she's fighting this with YouTube support, but they probably think they're speaking to Maria. They probably don't realise, again, Maria's given yet another person access to her channel. How many people have had access to that channel?
There's
How
only
many
one
people?
person that has access to my, well, we don't even share stream restream. I added her as a seat on my
Yes.
restream, okay, because we have
Yeah.
seats. And like Amber was always saying that, and even Brooke, they were saying, "How do you have that package?" When I signed up for restream, I was able to add two other people to seats. Amber says she can't even do that. And I only pay $19.99 a month. Amber said when she tried to do it, it was going to cost her $29 or $39. I said, no, I have the basic package. So I have seats. They don't have access, but when I go live, they're able to come into, but they can't do anything to my channel.
Yeah, I mean, I have got absolutely no access to Drop the Mic. Absolutely no access. I couldn't go into Maria's channel if I wanted to. I use Restream, and I bought actually made a screw up. I think it was about November, and maybe October, November, and I went to I don't know what I went to do. I went to upgrade my Restream, and I bought it for the year instead of the month. But I thought, well, that's it paid.
Yeah,
But
but you
Maria has
save
given.
money that way too, Anne.
Yeah, you do. But
You
Maria's
save
given
money.
so many people access, and there's a lot of
Hi,
dirty
Miss
people in this
Mix.
community. And do you know what? I hope you don't get your fucking channel back. It's
Ooh.
karma. You deserve it.
But Anne, did you I listened to that what is it? I'm Back, and the way she was blaming Amber with no
Yeah.
proof. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, just like they're blaming Miss Liability as Amanda Prayer Jar, and it's not.
Yeah.
I'm
And it's
sitting there
not.
going, when are people going to stop blaming or accusing with no proof?
I know. I know. And again, Maria just lies. Maria sat in her channel the other day and said, "I will drag on day and night
Drag
for
you for
being
what?
fat because Anne
My
body shamed
God.
me," which is a lie, which is an absolute lie. What I said to her was, when she was writing things about gain, about my weight on her thing, on her community tab, I said, "You should stop talking about other people's weight because you're not exactly slim." And again, I'm just being honest. I've seen a parody recently, and I don't think she's in any position to speak in another woman's weight. I don't think anybody should speak in anybody's weight. But she's trying to say I was body. She's a fucking. Maria's a liar. Maria talks about Jen Bailey, but I hear a lot more lies out of Maria's mouth than anyone's. Stop
Well, I know
lying,
the
Maria.
biggest lie when I heard that Brenna had twins with 3 baby daddies and all. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Speaking another
Brenna is
woman's weight.
married. And she's
Yep.
been married to the same man as that's the father
Yep.
of her children.
Yep. She's been with him for years. She has got twins, beautiful little twin girls. But why are they on? What they're missing is, why are you all on her social media?
I don't know.
you know, like, then this is what Maria does. This Maria goes through everybody's social media for her to pretend that she wasn't a part of it. Was always Anne posting. It was all, yeah, the shit that you gave me to post, Maria.
And
I had the decency to cover shit up, but she gave me stuff to post.
Yep, I remember when you left the channel, and I remember when she had contacted me and told me that you had blocked her on WhatsApp and
Yep.
all this other stuff. And then when you did do a live on your channel, she had sent you a message asking you could she come in there, and and she was like, she wasn't sure if you were going to testify for her or not. I said just give her a few days, and
Mm-hmm.
then she went to Christy Denver to contact you.
Yep.
And but
And
no.
And I'm a person of my words. If I told her I would be there for her and testify for her, so I saw it through. But she used me, Heidi, for her to put on her community tab now. Anne's a no for life. Maria, you don't have that choice. That's not your choice, and that
No,
was
it's
not
not.
your choice at the time when you were begging me to come back, and I
Yep.
reached out to everybody else to beg me to come back, and I will never regret. My only regret is not putting my foot down sooner. What people will realise out now is it's got a lot uglier since we all left. It's got a
I
lot
just can't.
uglier.
I'm telling you, when I got that, when I went to listen and blame it, I couldn't even finish it. Well, when AC went up there, I was listening to him. Hi, Emily Lodge, and it made sense. But to keep blaming
Mm-hmm.
people, Maria, and I'm telling you, you're going to give yourself a stroke or a heart attack with the way that you keep going. And hi, Shyla. Shyla, oh, I was supposed to send you my number. Tuesday, if you're not doing anything, you have to join us. But
Oh,
it's just bad when you keep but the bad part is that people believe this instead of finding out for themselves, instead
yep.
of waiting until instead of waiting until the truth comes out. Is the finger pointing, but then when the truth comes out, there is never an apology.
No, exactly. And the thing is, it's the behaviour all round. Like she can she can talk shit about Jen all day. I don't care. But to go after somebody's real life and go after their kids, to be reaching out to Clint's mother. Now, at the end of the day, you
Do you
wanted Clint's mother to know about Jen's behaviour. Well, maybe your daughter-in-law
do
should
you
know
think
about your
she really
behaviour.
did that though, or was she just saying that?
No, I think she did. I think she
Because
the
that's
same as when
harassment.
she contacted all of Siba's family under the pretext that Siba lied about something. Siba did lie, but Maria had no reason to contact her mother and every one of her siblings. The same as she didn't have any right to contact. I hate to say it, Mim's family. I mean,
Yep.
she thinks she tried to call
Her
out.
stepmom, and then when her
Yeah,
dad saw it, he blocked it. Yep, sure
yep.
did.
She thinks that Mod 148 had no right to comment on somebody's Facebook, and I knew right away whose Facebook it was. She was completely within her rights. She could have wrote a
That's the
lot
woman
more.
that
She
drove
should
by
have.
her house, right? That was a couple of
Yes,
years back. I
she
remember that
should
was
have
being talked
dragged
about.
that woman. But why is Maria even putting that on
Hi,
her,
Sophie.
her post? Why is she putting it on her post? She's trying to make Julie look bad, and I would have wrote a lot worse on that woman's Facebook than what Julie did. If that had been my house, I would have wrote a lot worse. But why are you the things that you do? We've all done shit. I've done plenty of shit. But you're messy as fuck, and contacting people's family. What right have you got to call anyone out for anything? I just don't get it.
Look at what. Wait a minute. Do you see this comment from Karma is a cat? She said, if
Oh,
George already admitted he did, why is she still accusing people? Who knows? Um, like she was saying, it's a weird coincidence. PMR is back the minute her channel is down. PMR took
hi,
a
Sophie.
break. PMR had to take a break for herself, for her
Yep,
family. She had a lot of remodel and renovation stuff going
yep,
on.
she did.
And girl, I cannot wait to get into that pool and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
That, oh my God, that is so gorgeous what she
It's
did.
stunning, isn't it? Absolutely
Yes.
stunning.
I told her I'm coming this
Again,
summer.
PMR had real life stuff going on. But if you don't think that Maria's channel coming down has shook some bushes and people are coming out to be like, oh, popping their heads up, what's going on? Of course they are. It's human nature. They're not doing anything wrong. I mean, January the 2nd will be a holiday forever for me. I will
I
celebrate
heard
that
you
every
say that
fucking year.
yesterday, and I had to go January 2nd. And then when you said it, I said, "Oh shit, Ann." When you said it, because I was listening, I was like, "Okay, what happened January 2nd?" It was January 2nd. I thought it
Yeah,
was
it
New
was.
Year's Day, but it was January 2nd.
January. The thing is, Heidi, she is putting posts up. Brooke had something to do with it, and then Anne had
What did
something
Brooke
to do with
have to do with that?
it. But you know what she's doing, right? She's so ridiculous. She's throwing things out there because she's wanting Brooke to say it wasn't me, blah blah blah. She's trying to goad people for information, to say I knew things that other people wouldn't know, if you know what I mean. What other things, Maria? Grow up, grow up. What other things? I've not known anything like she's changed her. And she told a lie last week as well. Well, she told a lie ages ago that nobody else had ever had her password. Now she admits that Muzz had it, but she changed. And I'm not blaming Muzz for
I don't
anything. I
believe
know
Muzz
Muzz.
did that.
Yeah.
Even though she took down Christ Conflicts channel like that, but I don't believe
But what I'm
Muzz
saying,
had
it's the
anything to do with
lies.
that.
At the time when she accused me of hacking her channel, she said nobody had ever had the password, which was a lie. Which was a lie.
Well,
And
if
you've
she
got
says
people.
she was hacked, then if YouTube finds she was hacked, they probably will give her channel back.
Yep. And if they find out she wasn't, then she won't. So the
Yep.
proof would. How many people have you gave access to, Maria? And
Lord have mercy. But I heard Mod 148, she called me and she said, well, not called, well, she texted, then she called. She said that Maria had kicked her out of her chat because she was over in George's chat. So again, people are gatekeeping where people go.
yeah, yep.
Mod 148 is a grown woman. I didn't see her saying anything bad about Maria in George's chat.
If anything, that's the difference I have seen in Julie. I can see that Julie wants peace. She's not
Yep.
going about being malicious about anyone. She's just going about joining in with chats. And I could see that. And that's what probably made me change and soften as well. But
Well,
again,
Mhm.
sorry, I just think we're all grown adults. And I've got no right to manipulate or control anyone. None of us do.
No, nobody. I mean, if you don't like something, here's my thing. Why are you policing anybody's chats to see who's in there? If you don't like that person, why are you watching what they have to say? I watched her live because it was sent to me and I was like, and that's when I called well, Amber. And I was like, she was like, nope, not me. And I was like, okay. So I was like, this is crazy. Because I kept hearing Amber did it. That's the kind of person Amber is. Amber, I was like, oh my God. So I called Amber. I was like, no, it's a public flogging. That's what it is. That's
I'm going
what
to
it
point
is.
out something else though, Heidi. Maria was saying to people, Amber struck me and it took my channel down. I 100% believe, tell me I'm wrong, Maria, that you don't have 2 strikes.
Why would
Because
Amber strike her though? For what?
no. That's why she thought that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why she thought that, because her channel was taken down. I have seen recently that somebody got content removed from Maria's channel on the 27th of December for harassment and bullying. And that's a community guideline strike.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
I also get something removed from Maria's channel maybe 2 months ago. So, Maria, tell me you've not been sitting with 2 strikes and that's why you thought, so you were ready to lose your channel, is what I'm trying to say. And if she doesn't sort herself out, she'll probably lose the other one. Because you can't go around treating people like that on YouTube. Her behaviour is disgusting. What she said about Georgie's family members is disgusting.
Yeah, it's quite disgusting.
It's
And
disturbing. It's for a grown woman.
no, and when George was actually reading that, talking about his brother and his father,
His
George's
nephew.
father was ill. There was nothing they can do for him. The man was in pain. I don't know what happened to his brother or his nephew.
Yep.
I knew
But
about
how
his
does she know?
nephew. George had never mentioned his brother had committed S. Never, ever, ever. Why do we need to know that? He posted about his nephew on IG. He never mentioned his father until all this came out and he was saying why. He never mentioned his brother.
Yep.
So
But this is
because
what I'm
my
saying.
niece committed S, does that mean that mental health runs in the family? No.
It's just to be cruel to people, Heidi. She is. This is what she doesn't get. This, if she believes in any sort of God or afterlife, then you need to start looking after yourself now, Maria, because you're in a very slippery slope. And I wouldn't like to be behind her in the queue at the gates of heaven, because it'll be a long fucking queue waiting for Maria to get in.
Because
So,
I'm telling you, when Julie was sending me messages, it was coming from an, and I was like, what the hell? So then I got a call and it was telling me that Julie wanted to talk to me. And
mhm.
I unblocked her. No, I called her, and then she couldn't call me back, and so I had to go in and unblock her. And I listened to everything Julie said, and Julie knows me. If I felt that she was in any way trying to lie or manipulate me, I would have never ever accepted that apology.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
Julie knows me quite well. Julie and I, and it's just sad that, and like I was saying about me and Amber, we never did the stuff. I never posted about. I have so many pictures of Amber's family, them together,
Yeah.
first day of school pictures, and in all that time we weren't talking. Have you ever seen me post anything like
Nothing. No. Do you
that
know
or
what?
share
I would have
anything like that?
loved. I would have loved it if Maria and I could have went our separate ways the way you and Amber did. To me, that was perfect and it was respectful, and I would have loved that. But Maria immediately started talking shit about me and calling me a drunk, calling me a pill popper, and laughing, and like immediately had no loyalty. And I realised then that every relationship she has is transactional. I was only there for what I could do for her. I was only there.
Hmm.
And even in the beginning, when we were building the channel, she used to say, "Oh, you need to be there. People like you. People like you." So I think she was very aware of her own reputation. But she started to outshine me for her nastiness, and because people liked the drama, and that's what they wanted to see, and that's
And
fine.
everybody had said that you had changed when, and I'm so people were saying that you had changed when you
Mm-hmm.
got with Maria. And to be honest, I've always known you to be an honest person because no matter
Yep.
what I've ever asked you, whether you did it or not, you would tell me, "Yep, that was
Yep.
me. Yep, that
Yep.
was me." I was like, "Okay,"
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Yep.
it. But I've
And I've
always
never
said,
changed, Heidi, have I? If
"Nope."
you ask me, I'll tell you the truth.
Yep, she will tell you the truth. She definitely
Mm-hmm.
will. And that I do know. And it was something that was on Reddit. And I said, and that's when I used to go to Reddit. I said, I know that woman, just the way you, and I sent
The way
you
I
a
spoke.
message and you
Mm-hmm.
said, yep, that was me. I said,
Yep. I
okay.
said, yep. You said, "I think you follow me." And I went, "Yep, Heidi, it's me, it's Anne."
Yep, that's what she she didn't lie to me.
No.
And I
And
was like, okay, I got to appreciate that.
when I know, like, I need to keep quiet about something, I can keep quiet. But
Exactly.
I'm very loyal to my friends, and that get
Exactly.
thrown back in my face.
Wait a minute. She said sweets is horrible, have no
Yep.
morals, and I have. Wait a why? Hi, Colleen. Happy New Year. I don't get it. I don't get it. Still, Ann, tell me how did Brooke get thrown in this, and what did Brooke have to do with her channel going down? I'm confused.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because of Amber being on the day before with Texas Girl, about the whole Texas Girl thing, and Brooke talking about it. But the other thing is, Maria went live talking about it. Maria, that had nothing to do with you. What the fuck has Texas Girl and Amber got to do with her? It's got nothing to do with me. I've got nothing against Texas Girl. I've seen bits and bobs that have happened, but it's got nothing to do with me. I
Nothing
don't
to do.
have an opinion on Texas Girl because they've had this fallout. It's got nothing to do with me. But Maria inserts herself in everything. So I just feel this.
Wait a
There's a bit of
minute.
karma.
Wait a minute. Stop. Stop. E11 said she's called. Did you see this? She's called all of us women sheep. No morals. Blah. Oh my God. Okay. One thing I've never been. Hi, Lack. Is a sheep. Oh my God. But I don't get it. You want to police other people's chats, but you allow your chat to say the most horrendous things. And I heard, oh my God, I heard when Brooke was on uh when Brooke was talking about this, because I dipped into Brooks yesterday, but she had I can't listen to Jules. I just can't. I just
No.
can't.
I
I
can
just
if somebody's covering her, but I can't listen to her directly.
Yep. And that's see, even like Anne doesn't lie and is trustworthy. She's one of the only people on YouTube that sees glimpses into my real life
Yeah.
and has seen my family. And I know she won't try and dox me. See, that's
No, I
what I'm
wouldn't ever.
talking about. When you have
Yeah.
people like that you can trust. And like I was saying, when Amber told me her son graduated, I was just like, what the hell? I went back and I looked at pictures of Jaden, and then I was like, oh my God, he is grown. And then when
Yeah.
she told me the other night that he had went out, I said, went out. I said, oh, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot how old he is. It's just like time flies by. Like I look
Yeah.
at my grandkids, every time I see them, I'm just like, oh my God, I am the shortest person in my family right now. Well, except for my 3-year-old, which will be 4 on the 7th. I'm a, I'm a shortest person.
I'm
Hi,
the same. I'm
JJ.
the same. They're
I'm
all
the
towering
shortest
over me.
person in my family. I was like, this is, and it's like they tower over me. I remember when my other grandson's voice changed, and it was like, I was like, oh my God. I was like, Jesus, time has just flying by. One that I raised while my son was overseas and stuff. He's now
Oh
21. He'll be 22 this year.
my lord.
You
See, this
know,
is what life's about, Heidi. This is what I realise is the difference between some of us and some other people online. We know how to prioritise life.
yep,
And I think it's sad, and I will say, even Jen, they're living an alternate universe because this is not real life. And if you're
nope,
spending all your time online and you're not even just going live, but watching what everybody else is doing and watching what everybody else is saying, you're not living your life. And life is a beautiful thing, and you should be living it
yep.
because
And the
this is a
same thing with
yeah,
Mari. She sent me pictures of her family, their
yep,
outings, I would
yeah,
never, ever. Gwen sent me pictures of her brother, her grandson,
yep,
Vo. I'm just sitting there going, oh my God. But you were just speaking about Jen, right?
yeah.
So I woke up this morning around 4:30, and I noticed that Jen had did a live. Did
Hmm.
you hear that live
I didn't listen to it. I came
where
in.
she was crying about? And I'm sitting there going, she keeps saying she's taking a break, right? I'm like, Jen, I've heard this so many times.
Yep,
Now, when she's crying, this time, I really feel that I don't know what happened. She said she had gone into Deadly's and things didn't turn out the way they were supposed to. Good morning, JJ. If I didn't say good morning, I didn't see you. Good morning, Chantel. But hi, Dorit. Oh my God. Look, Dorit said her daughter is 35. Dorit just flew
wow.
to see her daughter. But what I'm saying is, I listened to that live and I'm like, okay, all right. If she said she's not well. If you know you're not well, and
Yeah,
she said she loves you and she trusts you. She's always said that. Maybe you can talk to her and tell her this. She didn't listen to me. She didn't
Yeah.
listen to Amber. She doesn't listen to Brenna. She doesn't listen to Shauna. She
No,
doesn't
she doesn't.
listen to anybody.
I don't think she will. I left her a comment earlier saying, stop apologising. But the other thing is, stop
Same thing I
crying.
told her.
Yep. Stop crying. Be yourself. Talk about whatever you want to talk about and own it. Just be who you are. That's what everyone else does. But you can't have it all your own way. You can't complain people are attacking you while you're attacking them and then cry about it because you can't take it. If you're going to take it, I stepped back for weeks and I was going to delete my channel. I just thought this is toxic. Who needs this? But there's loads of people are loving this community, and that's what keeps me here. It's the good part that keeps me here. I just think if you're going to take a step back, take it. It's not an airport. We don't need the announcements.
But she's not. She watches everything. And like
Yeah.
I said, if she would just stop lying and stop trying to spin a narrative and just, you know, own up. But she always says, I'm taking accountability, and she never does.
Yeah.
She never does.
I think she believes she's taking accountability, though. I think for her, she believes. And I think her answer to things is to say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. That's
She
what I
doesn't
say.
mean
Just
it.
stop saying you're sorry, especially if you don't mean it. If you said that, stand by your own convictions, and that's it. But you've got to take the good with the bad in this community, and that's it. If you can't
Girl,
take it, it's not the place for you. That's it.
girl, it's just, but I'm just, I was just gonna tell you something, and damn it, I forgot about something I was gonna tell you because it was something that was said. I think it was in George's chat. Oh, about when he was playing Geneva's live. I see it, Shyla. It just came through. When he was playing Geneva's live about her not having that spreadsheet, which we now know, what a Google Drive, which we now know was true.
Heidi,
Exactly.
before that she even said that, this is the same woman that had a whole fucking website on John Yates that she paid for.
Now,
If she thought,
I heard that, but I never knew if it was true or not, to
oh,
be honest.
100%. And that website is how she grabbed people's information because the people who were using the website, she was collecting their IP addresses. So there was a lot more to her
Oh,
website. So that's how one of the ways that she was collecting information on people. And again, this is somebody to me, and Geneva, I don't give a shit what you think, what you say, because you know it's true. This woman is a sociopath. There's no. She actually, when I was listening to her explaining that about PMR, I thought she actually believes she's a good person. She believes she's right, but she knows 100% she was not being honest because she wasn't reading out all the messages. She was only reading out what she wanted to share or showing what she wanted to share because some of the messages she was sending to PMR were horrific, like horrific, about how she was going to come after her kids and knock, 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 Little Rock, and talking about the university. And I mean, just horrible, vile stuff.
now you know the funny was not funny. You know, all this time that I've talked to PMR, I think I asked her about the stuff that Savage read, and she told me, and I said, you actually said that, but she goes, yep, and she said, I said I would rent the car. I was like, okay, that's all I had to say was okay.
Yeah,
But
she did, and this is the thing. But I don't think Geneva realizes how much she pushes other people. But you have got no right to go through anybody, same as Maria, through anyone's family's social media. Leave kids alone. You're going through people's family shit. Uh, I never ever had Facebook. So when all the stuff came from, I don't know, I think it came from Maria, from Sophie's family's Facebook and stuff. I'm sure, I don't know. I can't remember, but I just know it wasn't me. So for Maria to say, I didn't do that stuff and put it up, no, you gave me the stuff to put up. You always gave me the stuff to put up. Crazy behaviour. And was I right for putting it up? No.
no,
But
but
it
let
was a
me
joint
ask
effort.
you, Anne, does Maria Um, does do you think that if she doesn't get her channel back, she's gonna be worse? Hi, Jennifer.
I don't think she could have been much worse than what she has been. I mean, she said that about Georgie's family before the channel came down. How can you be much worse than that? It made me laugh when Jules was saying Maria posted basically YB's kid in 2020. It was a mistake.
It's
It was
still a kid. No, it wasn't a mistake.
no. How many was after that, Heidi?
Yeah,
There
it
was
wasn't
Will's
a
daughter.
mistake. And Jules
There was
knows that.
Mim's daughter. There was loads of people's kids. She was always doing it.
Mim's daughter.
Always doing it.
Come on.
It was not a mistake. And so the only thing that Maria could revert back to that she's not done recently is posting children. But I was so glad that she put that post up on her crochet channel and her daughter saw it. I was so glad because this is what I'm saying. So if Jen's mother-in-law needs to know about Jen's behaviour, then surely the same goes for Maria's
I'm
family.
sure Jen's mother-in-law know about her behavior because Jules
Exactly.
is
Of
very
course she
close to
does.
his mother. He's
Of
not going to
course she
lie to
does.
his mother.
But what I'm saying is, with that logic, then your family should know too, because your behaviour's out of control.
But that's just it. They already know, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
they know.
here's the thing: when I heard that uh Jen, I think KK was playing it, saying that the house is going to be sold and they're moving to a smaller place because of whatever. I was thinking, is she really selling this house so she can get Jen out? And this is just me. I'm thinking
Yeah, just
logical.
speculating. Yeah.
Yeah, this I'm not saying this is what's going on, but is she going to do the same thing before she's going to sell that house to try to? Hi, Miss Jasmine, welcome to get Jen out of that house. Who said Maria was a predator? Who said that? Nobody said Maria was a predator. We said she posted kids. Period.
Where is that, Heidi? Who's
It's
saying
right
that?
here, Miss Jasmine. Maria isn't a predator. Nobody said Maria was a predator. We just said she posted kids.
But Miss
So,
Jasmine, I'm going to put this in another way too, because you're right. I don't like that word predator either. But somebody who
oh,
deliberately goes after
so
children, what do
you
we
said
call
that she
them?
was a predator? Because I didn't hear you say
No,
that.
I didn't say it. I didn't say
Oh,
it.
okay.
I didn't say it. But what I'm saying is, what do we call somebody that goes after children? Like this is what she doesn't get. The whole Momo title didn't just come from the long hair. It came from Momo was a thing that was dangerous to children. It was a thing on social media that Momo was telling children to go and harm themselves and stuff. So
But who
Momo
started
was
that Momo thing for her, though?
Amber. Amber was
Amber started that?
yeah, it was Amber. It was
Oh my
Amber, you
God,
still
I
here?
didn't know
Yeah, it was
that.
Amber.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Amber started calling her Momo, but because she was going after kids. So there was a whole thing attached to that. That's why she was getting called Momo. But why don't you change your behaviour? Why don't you stop threatening people's families? Stop threatening. But the one thing that she doesn't like, don't contact jobs. Well, I'm sorry, it's equally wrong to contact somebody's family. You're going real life. Either way.
I don't like the real life shit at all.
Yeah, I don't
Never
like it
have.
either. Mm-hmm. She
Never,
only
ever have.
doesn't, and to me, the only reason that bothers her is because it can affect her job. She doesn't care how it affects her family. So you can contact people's families all day, that's fine, but don't contact jobs. To me, there's no difference.
Okay, so Miss Jasmine said no, she never said that, but Maria doesn't deserve the name the same as Jen, like she did say. Okay, let me ask you a question, Miss Jasmine, since you here. Well,
It was
anybody.
definitely Amber, Sophie. It was definitely
Okay,
Amber.
it's not just Miss Jasmine. I'm asking, is it right to post people's kids? And I mean young kids, adolescent kids, older kids, it doesn't matter. Is it right to post people's children? That's the question. See, I thought okay. See, for some reason I heard C was saying the name, but I didn't know Amber started. Hi, crazy purple, crazy lady. Happy New Year to you. Hi, Lisa Wigger.
Amber had a thing about Momo on her Instagram before the Momo title was even given. So Amber always knew who the moment. I'm sure it was Amber. I'm 100% positive it was Amber.
Is Amber still here? Because I know she was in and out. Okay, everybody saying no, it's not. And I heard E11 saying that she was doxxed. E11, where were you when she was live the other day? E11 said she heard she was doxxed. E11, who? Well, that might be a dumb question though. E11, who doxxed you? She preys on trauma. Predators doesn't have to mean kids or sexual. I'd classify that Maria as a predator. Oh damn.
Yes, it was Amber. Amber wrote yes. I knew it was Amber.
Franca, Happy
Yeah, it was
New
Amber.
Year.
I've got a memory like an elephant. I remember shit.
Okay, see, I didn't see at that time I wasn't following Amber at that time,
Yeah.
so I didn't know she okay. Ah. Oh, okay. 11 says she was doxxed in a chat. This is crazy.
Yep.
Okay, but the thing is, I heard her say that if
Hi,
E11
Dreamy.
allows whatever to be said in her chat, she was going to die. Okay. Hi, Dreamy. How are you, sweetie? And I did see your message. I need to go look at what you sent to me. Exactly, Miss Jasmine. Everybody needs to leave. I don't care if you like the person or not. You leave people's kids alone, people's mamas alone. I hear the outrage because Amber took down Texas Girls channel. Okay. I hear the outrage. No one's saying anything about her posting that character of her mother from a picture
No, see,
that Amber sent to her.
I'm sorry. When you fuck around with somebody's mother, see what comes after that. You deserve what you get for me. Once you've crossed that line, when you fuck about with people's families, you've crossed that line. I'm sorry.
And let me tell you what Amber said. Now, Amber was so heated on Flavor's Live.
Hey,
And
Brookie.
hi, Brookie. Amber was so heated on Flavor's Live on Rumble. When I heard Amber's voice, and as a matter of fact, hold on a second. I'm going to play. I don't know if anybody saw Flavor's Rumble, but Flavor played a little bit of it because this other lady covered it. The sound in Amber's voice scared the shit out of me. Okay. When I heard it, I went, oh my God, this is not good. And she was livid. Hold on, let me get to where Amber went up on Flavor's panel. Hold on. Hold on. I'm
Savage.
trying to find where Amber went up on Flavor's panel. Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay. I'm getting this from Flavor. I'm going to play this for you guys. But this lady is Miss V and she's playing this live, but this goes I'm pulling this from Flavor's channel. I want you to listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fuck. Oh no, I'm not bubble wrapping her at all. I just get it. I just knew the minute this happened,
Hold on.
it wasn't going to end well for Texas Girl.
Nope. Fucking God, I gotta drop a
Hi,
link, y'all. Let me
Savage.
drop a link for Amber. This is really fucking important.
Amber's getting
This
ready
bitch
to
has
come up on
crossed
Flavor's
every
panel
fucking
on
line
Rumble.
that I could ever think that she could cross. But she has done it tonight. She has fucking crossed
Hi, Brookie.
that invisible
Happy New
line
Year,
in the
baby.
fucking sand tonight. She has.
As I said, guys, in all the years, I cannot ever remember anyone taking the piss out of someone's sick mother. Like, I just can't. I remember people having people's mothers on panel, but I just can't remember
Hold on,
anyone
let me get to where
just
Amber goes up on
Y'all, this is
Flavor's
about to be bad. It's about to be fucking bad. It's about to be fucking bad. Oh my fucking God, Hagatha, why the fuck would you do this? Let me give that 5 more memberships while
Nope, it's not.
once we're done, guys.
Okay, I'm trying to get to
Join
where
the
Amber comes
demo
up.
how anyone
I would dox the ever loving fuck.
Nana. bitch.
Hold on. Here we go.
It's too late for me to care. So sorry.
Oh
No, it's
my
not sweet
God.
potato.
Y'all,
Show it.
it's
You want to fucking post my mama, bitch? Fucking show. I'll show you the real fucking picture, bitch. And don't you dare motherfucking cry when I get your granddaughters on here talking about her nana, bitch.
oh my fucking God.
That is a picture I took of my mama in her deepest, darkest fucking depression. And I sent it to what I considered a fucking friend at the fucking time. And this bitch turned around and used my mama's picture and made a fucking AI picture. Bitch,
Yes,
did you
The
motherfucking
venom in
cry?
her voice.
Listen, that is so fucked up.
It is.
I can't get past how fucked up that is. And I would never expect that from the Christian Texas
Right.
girl.
This is some woman I don't
I
even know who
just-
this lady
Listen,
is. That's
she
covering
fucked
this.
around and she found out.
Bitch.
Exactly.
Harper Valley PTA type shit. Like, bitch, are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Hi, Gigi May.
Shut
I didn't even
on.
think that was Amber.
Y'all
there
check
at
out. Did
first,
y'all check out
Heidi.
those patent leather boots though?
Amber was
Did y'all check
pissed.
out?
It didn't
the
sound like her. She was
patent
so angry.
shoe? I got you.
But Amber said in here
Bombshell's eviction?
that if
God,
anybody,
I did.
she said even in my chat, she was like, if anybody supported that bullshit that Texas girl did, don't ever fucking speak to me. And I was like, oh my God, the venom.
Yeah.
I've heard angry, but not like that. Not even when the whole shit was going on between her and Sherelle. The venom in her voice scared me.
Because you know something, there's lines again that we shouldn't cross, and they have crossed them. And Texas girl, I'm really surprised she did that. I would never have expected that, but
Nope.
she knew she was provoking a reaction. She obviously just didn't know how that was going to end for her. And what I'm going to say is, again, if she had given Amber access to her channel through Restream or whatever, then what was played on that is on her. So she might not get her channel back. You know?
And this is bad. And okay, so hold on. I was just refilling. Hold on, I had to refill my coffee. Look, I had to refill my coffee. I went down to the brim. So with that, I was like, because when I called Amber, she told me that, yep, it was her. And I said, okay, I'm hearing this. I got a message. She told me she was up on Flavor's panel, and she said she went on Brooke's panel. So I went to Flavor's Rumble first and heard it. Okay. Then I went to Brooke and I heard her up on Brooke's panel. I think she had calmed down by the time she went to Brooke's panel. Because when she was on Flavor's panel, it was no. I'm getting too confused. She went to Flavors, was upset. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day was when I heard it. And then I called her. She told me she was on Brooke's panel. And I went and listened to her on Brooke's panel. I said, this mother. And then she sent me the screenshot of her having access to Texas Girls channel. And all I said was, okay, look, oh well. That's what I said. Oh well. And what? What am I going to tell her? You shouldn't have did that? No, I'm not going to say
Well,
that.
do you know what? Amber took down the channel that posted that picture. So for me, that's karma. And that's it.
Yeah, but Amber hasn't been talking about her because that's what I was confused about. What? And then when Amber said that she thought she posted her mother, and then Amber sent me the thing. She goes, hold on, let me find it. And I'm like, that's not you. I have seen this gossip girl in Flavors chat. I've seen her in Texas Talks when Amber and Texas Girl used to go live together. Amber is on panel up there talking. If you're clicking and typing, you're going to hear it. Gossip Girl is in the chat. And she used to go at Amber and and Texas Girl.
But you know the thing, Amber doesn't need to hide behind a sock account either.
She never does.
Why would she? It's just
So
stupid to
she's
me,
saying,
honestly.
so did Brooke have something to do with her channel? Her community tab says she did. Then she seems she didn't. Brooke, no offense, but you're not tech savvy. Brooke had nothing to do with Maria's
Brooke wouldn't
channel
do that
coming
anyway.
down.
Brooke would not do that anyway.
No, she wouldn't. Come on, hi, Black Roses. No, she wouldn't. Brooke had nothing to do with
I
that.
would do it. George would do it. Amber would do it, but Brooke wouldn't do it.
Damn, you and I would do it. George would do
Well,
it.
I would.
Amber would do it. But the thing is, it's like if George says, okay, and when he went on Cooch's panel, because I sent him a message after he said that. And
Yeah.
I was like, George, you were just in my live. He goes, yeah, I was late. I didn't know what you guys were talking about. He said, so he had to go back and listen. And he jumped up on Cooch's panel. He said, I did it. I said, oh shit.
Well, you know, that nearly took me out. See, when George did that, that was so unexpected. I was rolling about laughing because it wasn't just to one person, it was to three. And it was just, again, unexpected, but I found it hilarious.
I was shocked when he just jumped up there and he goes, I did it. And then to hear that she's still saying it's Amber. And I'm like, again,
I know.
somebody took credit for it. And they think George cares about his channel. George doesn't care about that channel. George is out of here in less than 30 days.
Yep, he is.
Exactly. Like, it's just to trying to keep, and like Flavor said last night when she went live, she said that she was going to have a talk with Jules to let Jules know that Gossip Girl isn't Amber and all of this stuff. And I told her, I said, their hate for Amber will overshadow anything you have to say, period.
But hold on, that was the same Jules that was saying George is lining up all the dots, but they don't line up. He's putting all these dots together that don't line up. Well, that's what they're doing. And if it was Amber, Amber would take credit. That's the thing. She would.
She always take credit for the shit she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Always. So I'm sitting there going, if she did it, she would say she did it. She would be gloating. I've never now. I know when she posted Lisa with all the license stuff in her hair, she did this thing on IG, and that was because Lisa posted her daughter and her son.
Yeah.
But people forget about that. And Amber was at my house when that was going. I said, Amber, that's enough. I think she gets the message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did tell people to stop going. So I don't know what. I just know his brother. His nephew died. And it's just crazy that you think that you can talk about people's family members or their and think that people are not going to come at you.
Crazy. Again, I just think that why don't these people take a wee a bit of time to reflect on the part they play? Stop blaming everyone else for the shit you do. The same for me. I can't blame Maria, Jules, for anything that I've posted, for anything that I said that's come out of my mouth. That's on me. But it's the same for them. Stop blaming Jen Bailey for the shit you say and do. Stop blaming George for the shit you say and do. That's on you. That's on you.
I'm just like, I remember when George told me, he said, Heidi, you're going to be mad. I got your tag, Black Hat Music. I will listen. He said, Heidi, you're going to be mad about this. I said, you know what? I don't care anymore. And I really don't. I don't. Thank you, Sweet Potato. She's been doing shorts on everybody.
Oh, has she? I don't even know who that is.
She's been around. She used to go in Bombs chat. I've seen, and then when they were doing Texas talks, she was in there. I've seen her in Flavors chats. And I'm like, and then Flavors telling you, Gossip Girl has been around for quite some time. Amber was on my panel the other morning. Silent Protocol is in the chat. Gossip Girl is in the chat. And they're all typing when Amber's up on panel talking.
But then they were saying Silent Protocol was Amber's daughter. Where did
It's
that come
not.
from?
Amber's daughter's voice is soft, soft, soft. Silent Protocol did a video showing her silhouette. She is in the state of Virginia. Amber's daughter is in Colorado.
But again, this is what I'm talking about. This is their conspiracies, but they tell other people, don't guess who the sock accounts are. Don't do this. But it's all right if it's Jules. It's all right if it's Maria. Crazy. Crazy behaviour.
Okay, I just got a message that she was saying that George isn't capable of doing it because he barely know how to do StreamYard. StreamYard has nothing to do with anything else. A lot of people barely can do StreamYard. Come on now. Come on now.
Who said it was StreamYard and not Restream? Somebody
Yeah,
said that. Or if somebody has got her password and set it up through her own channel, it could have been done that way. Who said it was StreamYard or Restream?
exactly.
As I said, she's given a lot of people access.
Look what Lax said. Lax said, maybe George can take the Bees channel on January 9th. I feel like that'll be a full circle moment. Oh my God. Lax. It was funny for saying she's been in contact with YouTube support. YouTube support isn't going to do anything. I accidentally took my monetization off. Less than 5 minutes, they told me they couldn't do anything. I would have to reapply. They're not going to do anything. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They'll sit there because all these people are sitting there. You're in a queue and they're not going to do anything. Nothing.
I know.
Nothing. Now, Maria said it's going to take her, what, a week to get her channel back?
5
That's
days,
what
I
I'm
think.
saying too. Let YouTube do their investigation. There's a lot of crazy theories going. Exactly. Let YouTube do their investigation. If they find you were hacked, you will get your channel back. That's it. YouTube can trace everything. You can take a video down or delete it. YouTube will still have it.
Yeah, yeah. And they can see where it came from.
Yep, they can. And even if you try to use a VPN, that shit can be traced.
Yeah, can all be traced.
So and they're going to look at it and see. And then they're going to look through her channel to see the stuff that
I
she's
hope
been saying
so.
and doing.
I hope so. But as I said, I know for a fact she had a strike on
Morning,
the
DJ.
27th of December. I'll show you the screenshot, Heidi. I know for a fact she got a strike then. I know because I suddenly got an email. I don't know what I reported. And I suddenly got an email one day out the blue saying the content that you reported was removed because it was a breach of community guidelines.
Oh,
So,
shit. That's a community guideline strike. What
yeah,
was
that
it?
was
Strike?
two. Yeah, that was two. So the one in the 27th of December, somebody only sent me the other day and said, look at this. And I was like, oh, that'll make sense why she thought Amber struck her and the channel was taken down because she thought it was a third strike. But there you go. If she's been sitting with strikes on her channel and the shit that she said, the evil shit she said about Georgie's family, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Oh my God. Okay, Lisa Wigger said it takes 5 days to investigate, but that's not guaranteed to get the channel back.
Yep.
Charlotte on the web got her channel taken for less and she didn't get it back. No, she didn't. But she's back now ban evading too. Yep, YouTube provides names and addresses for subpoenas. I got one years ago. I remember you talking about that. Maria always talks about what everyone's chat does when her chat is the most hateful chat on YouTube.
Yep.
Yep. But then she's saying that somebody just put in the chat earlier that she said it was a coincidence that Pet My Rock was back. Oh, they stated they removed the content because it violated. Okay, so this is what Savage is saying.
Right, so the one but the other day was removed for bullying and harassment. The reason I know is because that short that I did of Maria with the song Ugly was taken down for community guidelines for bullying and harassment, and I got a strike. I got a strike for that. And actually, I blamed Maria for that, and I actually don't think that was Maria. I think that was probably fucking you, Jules.
Jules. Okay, so you're guessing or you're thinking it was Jules and not Maria.
Yeah, I think it was Jules and not Maria, because I don't think, I'll be honest, Maria's that savvy, but I think Jules is.
Mm.
Unless it could have been Ginny, I suppose, because Ginny's good at striking.
Yep. So she's saying that that Pet My Rock had something to do with her channel since she's back.
What?
Yep.
How
I know for a fact that
ridiculous.
Pet My Rock took that time off. She had to take care of herself. She had her new job. She's remodeling. And I would check on her every once in a while to see how she's doing, to make sure everything was going okay. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Jews struck people for Siwa a lot. Okay. I didn't know that, Coach. I didn't know that.
What? Sorry, what was that?
Coach said that Jews struck people for Siwa a lot. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. Had no idea. But I think Siwa is actually gone now.
Yeah, so there.
Wait a minute. Ash said PMR never left, and she absolutely did. She did leave.
She did leave. And I think maybe, is that a new channel she's created, or she just changed her name?
Who?
PMR.
No, it's that was her original name, Pet My Rock. I
know
don't know
that,
if it's
but
new or not, but I remember she used to come in as Pet My Rock, and then
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just
yeah.
changed it to PMR.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but she did leave. She absolutely did
Did.
leave. And
She
people
did
are
leave.
asking about Hibernero. Hibernero said she was going to be here. Hibernero's got family. She's got a job. She was spending time with her
Yeah.
family during the holidays. And people do leave. They do
Habanero
leave.
told me before Halloween. Habanero told me probably mid-October that she would be gone after Christmas.
Yeah,
But she actually left way before that, because she's not been around
she hasn't
for
been around.
ages. No,
Yeah.
she left way before that.
Nope. And
So Habanero is done.
Yep, I wished her a Merry Christmas. I checked
Mhm.
on her. She goes, "I miss you, my Heidi."
Yep.
But I
Me
just
too.
checked on her to make sure she's okay. But she
Yep.
sounded in good spirits and everything.
Yep.
So people do leave. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she won't. But people do leave.
Yeah, they do. That's interesting what Lisa's just put in your chat, that
Well,
even about the ban evading. So it
hold on.
doesn't matter when you made the channel, if you go on another channel or on
That's
someone
true.
else's channel, you are ban evading. So Maria, you are ban evading.
That's true. People
Oh,
need
well.
to read that shit. Girl, I used to read that shit every time they changed it. It got too much because you got to read the whole thing to see what's changed. Because they don't tell you they give you a little brief synopsis of what the changes are. But then you got to read it to make sure. Yeah, but Hibernero may be back, maybe not.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've got a feeling she won't be, to be honest. And like you, I messaged her at the holidays,
Yep,
telling
I
her that I
did.
missed her and that I loved her, because I do,
Yep.
and just wishing them well. And she came back to me, and the same, I miss you too. And but do you know something? We did not once speak about anything that was going on.
Nothing on YouTube.
Yep,
Nothing.
nothing.
But
Right,
Pan say she left for 2 years. I don't know if people remember when PMR left the first time. She came back when she heard about Mims. I remember I was on TL's panel and she came backstage. And she heard about Mims and she was just upset. And then she left again. Then she came back when she was being blamed for posting Brooke's son on Reddit.
yeah.
PMR, excuse me, has left several times. And
Yep.
she has actually left. And I would know because I talked to her. She's not there.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, though, that I think people forget. They might say, well, how did they know? Because there's still people they're friendly with. So there's people that will say, heads up, you are being blamed for X, Y, and Z. And they might come back to clear that up. But they are gone. There's what reason would people have to say they're gone when they're not? They're gone.
Oh, wait a minute. So I don't think George would do that. But look what Sweet Potato said. She goes, always clipping you, has a VVCW, Vegas Valley, clip saying they warned Maria and they collaborated taking the Cuban lady Maria's channel down. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I
Fuck
think
out of here.
I already knew that he must have taken credit because she posted about it on her community tab on her crochet channel. And I'll tell you something, Maria. I promise you this. See if you lose this channel and you start your shit, or you keep this shit up, you know how you're going to come back better, and you keep this shit up in every channel, I will send the link for Drop the Mic for every single new channel you make and every single horrible comment you make to let them know you are bannervading. I promise you I will.
Girl, wait a minute. Let me go read this again. Let me go. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. They're saying who did they collaborate with to take her channel down?
I have got no idea. No idea.
Okay, I'm done.
But she posted about it on her community tab. Hold on.
But she said Amber paid them $500. When Amber said you're not worth $500, I was like, damn. Yep, she did. When YouTube took Michelle Sabate's channel, Charlotte on the Web was still playing Michelle, but her channel was terminated. And that's how they terminated Charlotte's on the Web's channel, for playing a terminated creator. That's how they took her channel.
Maria's posting things from Reddit that is about me going to Geneva's court hearing. Maria, it's Geneva that's posting the shit on Reddit. Geneva, fuck you. I'll turn up the next time too.
If I remember correctly, Maria was up on panel with you laughing about it when Maria, you came in with your suit on saying this is how I looked in court.
Yeah. And the judge did, and the thing is, they're saying the judge told me F off. Only one person was there apart from me, and that was Geneva. The judge didn't tell me F off. So Maria, Geneva, you're giving up your sock accounts on, I'll take a little screenshot of that. You're giving up your sock accounts on Reddit at this point. You're desperate. Right, so Maria posted 14 hours ago, Vegas Valley, you sure as hell didn't take down my channel. Your nose is growing. Did you go to the same university as George?
So now she's calling George a liar. Well, yep. Vegas Valley, I don't know. But I know George's didn't collaborate. George, when I asked him after he said that on Coochie's panel, I asked him, he goes, fuck her. Yeah, stop blaming people. And I was like, damn. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Through all this, so she's got a post up about Julie, a post up about Jen, a post up about me, and then in the middle of it, God help Gaza. Maria, Gaza's got enough fucking problems. You leave them alone.
Oh,
and then
God.
The next one's Vegas Valley. Then the next one's Brooke. And she wrote, I don't believe Brooke had anything to do with it. So she'd said earlier that she believed Brooke did have something to do with it. And then she said, but I do believe Anne helped out with information that only Anne would have known, have, if you know what I mean. What information, Maria, about your channel? And then, Amber, your hands are dirty too, George. You're just an idiot.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. So she's still blaming, basically, she's blaming Amber.
Yes.
This is going to, so Maria, when YouTube comes back and tells you that it wasn't Amber, are you going to apologize? Are you going to apologize? This is crazy. If she was hacked, I would be careful what I post on another community tab. Whoever did it may get her. Exactly.
I am absolutely dying. Maria's writing thank you, Reddit, but the person in Reddit is obviously Geneva. And Maria screenshot it and posted it 17 minutes after it was written. Tell me it's you without telling me it's you. Oh,
what did she write about Mod 148? Pep My Rock said, the one about Mod made me laugh. Posting on Facebook bad, calling Jobs good. Who called Savage Jobs, Fields, and Brooks? Time to boot people. Hey, KK.
Hi, KK. She contacted Phil's board. So, Maria, you're not above contacting jobs either. That was his job. That was his license. So, you're not above that either. So, she wrote, I didn't tell Mod 148 not to come to my chat because of Jules. First, I thought she recently was leaving Facebook comments on a person's workplace site. Now, that's the woman that was going past her home. But, Maria, how do you know that? How do you know? Because your friend Genevra has told you. And then she said, it's not recent like I thought. So your friend Genevra led you astray. But I told Julie, and I've said it many times, I don't want to associate with anyone who goes into Georgie's chat, especially with what he's doing to the females in this community.
Okay, what is George doing to the females in the community that the females that she's speaking of hasn't done to George?
But Heidi, that was okay when Maria was using Tony Soflo, and so was Jules. That was okay when Maria was using, what was the big guy's name? The Stolen Valor. Who was Stolen Valor again? What was his name again? Remember the big guy that was fighting with Soflo and then they became friends?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to put up. Okay, Black Hat is asking that people sub to Rick the Ukraine. So I'm going to write this down. Rick, you guys please go sub up to him. He's over in Kirknestep. Ooh, and he volunteered to be there, and he is fighting in the war, and he wants you to sub to this channel. Rick the Ukraine. There you go. Did I spell that right? Yeah, Rainian. Please, guys, if you have, somebody said, that's right. She has Chicago Muscle too.
Chicago Muscle. So what I'm saying is, so it was okay when Maria was actively using these so-called hard men to go after other females in the community for her. Because don't forget, Chicago Muscle told Jules that she would find him under her bed. But that was okay when it was Maria.
It's just, oh God. Oh my God. I just wish and I'm so tired of hearing about, we all need to ice people out for doing this and that, but I keep hearing all this hypocritical shit. Just saying. And no, if a creator loses a channel, they're allowed to panel on another channel. Oh, 1 minute. They are allowed to panel on another channel. YouTube terminated your channel, not your existence as a human. Thank you, Just Saying.
But no, Lisa Wiggers just wrote that they've updated this.
So is she ban evading or not?
Let me check.
Good morning. Good morning, Misty Mo. Is she ban evading or not? See, I don't know. I would just I would let YouTube do their thing. YouTube has a trial program that ban creators can apply for, and if accepted, they can have a new channel under watchful eyes. That's how Real got a channel, from my understanding. Now, Real was terminated for circumventing technology. I saw that letter.
Yeah.
And then he went away. He went over to Twitch for a while. And then he waited for what? Almost a year or 6 or 7. And then he came back to YouTube. But I know when they terminated his channel, they said he was circumventing. I saw the letter, what email they sent to him. He was circumventing technology. And
Right.
Real didn't know what circumventing meant. So we
Right.
had to explain it to him.
If your YouTube channel was terminated for a severe violation like sharing PE content, you are generally prohibited from creating or possessing any other YouTube channels. Attempting to do so is a violation of YouTube's terms of service circumvention and can lead to the termination of any new channels and even your associated Google account.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that answers that. Okay. Cooch, I am ready for traders. Oh my God, I'm so ready for traders. I am so ready for Traders. I don't know what to do, but I don't know if
Oh,
Traders. Look, I don't know if Traders UK has a new season or not, but I know the other Traders with the guy. I really like him, and I like that girl too, and I like the one in Australia as well. But
well, there's a fight in the first day with Dorinda Medley and someone's mother. If it apparently got physical.
really,
Yeah, I sent it. I sent the link to Cooch when it first came out. Hold on, I'll just check that for you, and I'll
okay,
send.
send that to me so I can see it. But I'm just like, all of this BS we need, I'm not even going to say it anymore. Somebody's going to get hurt, hurt, hurt. And we're going to wait and see what 2026 brings. And guys, I pinned my new channel to the top. Well, it's another channel that I had. I revamped it, renamed it, and I'm really going to be going over there a lot because I'm not, and I've thought about this. I actually talked to a few people about this too. um that's the channel that I'm going to monetize. This is going to be basically whatever I want to, but for a while he tried coming back before the Food Channel too soon, and I think he was reported by people, so he did have a channel taken for ban invading. Thank you,
That's
exactly.
why we had to go to. Where was it? He went. It wasn't Rumble. What was the place before? Was it Rumble? No, it wasn't Rumble. Was it Patreon? He went to
No, he went to Twitch.
Twitch. Okay.
He went to Twitch because I used to go in there sometimes, but he was on Twitch.
I've sent you that link. So it was Travis Kelce's mother. Did Linda get physical with her?
Oh, damn. Okay.
Right, I'm going to drop, and I will hopefully catch you live later. I am working tomorrow, but hopefully I'll still be awake at 10. That's 10 my time, and I'll catch your interview and stuff because I'm really looking forward to that, Heidi.
Oh, okay. So yes, you got to listen to the live today. And Bridgerton is coming back, and at the end of January, but the
29.
Duke. Are they
What?
going to bring back the Duke? Can they please bring back the Duke with
I
his
know
sexy
I
ass? Look, Jean Rene or Rene Jean, whatever his name is, he's so damn fine. It's not even funny.
Yes, I love him.
Let's see. Something. Yeah. Let me see what else. So, Anne, is there anything else that you needed to say? Anything?
No, just Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! And I like the video with Pablo, girl. I love
Oh,
Pablo.
yeah, I know he's a little darling. He's a pest, but he is a little darling. But no, thank you for having me up, Heidi.
Okay, no problem, Anne. Anytime.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
You too, guys. Bye. So, guys, let me just say it's yes, Coochie. I think he got caught because the name was too similar to the original channel taken. I've started watching UK. Wait a minute. New season of Traders. I like. Okay, so the new. Okay, all right. That's what I wanted to know. So I can watch that. Oh my, Shyla, you got to watch Bridgerton. I'm so sorry. You've got to watch Bridgerton. And then I started watching The Following last night. I started watching The Following. Amber gave me two other names too that I have to watch. One of them has Idris Elba in it. I don't care what he's doing. He's just fine. I don't have to look at his face. He okay there, but he just fine. So whatever he's in, I need to watch with Idris Elba. I need to watch it. And I asked the shit show to get me a picture of me and Prince, and I'm waiting for that damn picture. But again, everybody keeps talking about selective outrage, and I've said it before. If it happens to someone you like, you're going to have a problem with it. But if it's somebody you don't like, it's okay. All the way around. If it's wrong for one, it's wrong for the other. So that's the way I've always seen it. Let's see. So I'm waiting for that. And what else? And I'm waiting for everything to come off a hiatus too for the holidays. So we should get new seasons of, new episodes tonight of Beverly Hills and Potomac. Peace in 2026. We'll see if that works. I'm telling you, Charlotte, Bridgerton, you got to watch it from, and then you got to watch the spinoff that they did too. Let's see. Good morning, Christoph. I'm just trying to see. But what I wanted you guys to see was this 11-year-old boy was kidnapped. His kidnapper got stopped for a traffic stop. And this is how they found this young boy. So that's what I wanted you guys to see. And the 4-year-old boy that was missing, John, he was found deceased, and now his father's being charged. But we're going to look at this one, and we'll talk about the other one.
A lot of things were done to this young man that will probably traumatize him for a long time to come.
Yes, he is.
Disturbing new information tonight after deputies find a registered sex offender in a truck with an 11-year-old who had been reported missing. That man, Darnell Hairston, is now facing charges including kidnapping and battery by strangulation for what deputies say he did to the 11-year-old. I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Summer Knowles. Flagler County deputies rescued that 11-year-old during a wild traffic stop, all caught on camera. WESH News' Haley Crumblehome joins us live. And Haley, it appears all three seemed to know each other.
The Duke, yes, the Duke is eye candy, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Hairston seemed to be somebody in the Flagler Estates area that helped kids fix their ATVs. So he knew kids that hung around there, lived around there. We also believe that the 11-year-old and 15-year-old knew each other because the sheriff's office believes the reason for the kidnapping may be because the 11-year-old said something to the 15-year-old in a group chat about a sexual assault allegedly involving Hairston.
There you go.
Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Look.
New charges tonight for this man, Darnell Hairston, a registered sex offender seen in this body camera video running from deputies after he was pulled over in Bunnell on December 31st. Deputies said 2 other people were taken out of the truck. A 15-year-old accused of taking off in the truck while deputies wrestled with Hairston. Ultimately, the teen is accused of ramming into a deputy's cruiser before crashing. The other person taken from the truck, an 11-year-old boy who had been reported missing days earlier. An arrest report says he asked the deputy who found him, "Can you help me?" and said he was worried he would be killed that night.
A lot of things were done to this young man that will probably traumatize him for a long time to come.
Sheriff Rick Staley said after interviewing that 11-year-old, Hairston is now facing charges including kidnapping, aggravated child abuse, and battery.
Can we just think about this? If they hadn't stopped this man for a traffic violation, he probably would have unalived that 11-year-old child that he is alleged to have sexually assaulted before. This
by
is
strangulation, with the boy alleging he was lured to a wooded campsite in Flagler Estates where he was threatened with a knife and a gun, hogtied with shoelaces and an extension cord, and had his mouth duct taped. He also told deputies Hairston choked him until he passed out.
When ultimately he came to,
sick.
Our suspect told him, "You were within minutes of me killing you."
According to an arrest report, the 15-year-old and the 11-year-old were in a group chat on Snapchat where the 11-year-old was talking about Hairston being a sexual predator because of what he did to an unnamed victim.
Okay, so he assaulted another victim, not that 11-year-old. My correction, I didn't watch it all the way through.
Staley said this may have been related to a sexual assault under investigation in St. Johns County, allegedly involving Hairston.
It appears that they concocted a plan to lure the 11-year-old to this rural area in Flagler County and then kidnap him.
According to the arrest report, at one point Hairston told him he could cut his throat right now, or he could be respectful and shoot him in the head, front or back.
Told us that he thought they were going to kill him.
Now, according to the arrest report, when the investigators interviewed Hairston, he told them that he knew that the 11-year-old was missing and said he was just going to take him fishing, have a talk with him before returning him home to his parents. The sheriff says right now Hairston is being held on no bail.
He was going to take him fishing, okay? He was going to take him fishing, knowing he was reported missing, and then he was going to take him home to his parents. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Covering Flagler County Live, Haley Crumblehome, WESH.
So I wanted to show you that one. And then there was just one more. It was several, but I want to show you this one too. This is about Tyreek Nelson. Tyreek Nelson, who stabbed his girlfriend in the middle Broad daylight, guys, broad daylight. And then the family. So Tyreek, mm, mm, mm. Tyreek Nelson Black, as a matter of fact, he killed his 21-year-old girlfriend in broad daylight, and the family tries to attack him in court. And they had I was like, oh my God, that reminds me of my family. They would go for the gusto. Let's look at Tyreek real quick. And then I'm going to get out of here because I need to go get myself together for this afternoon.
Appoint the public defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the public defender is appointed. Bail Commissioner's recommendation?
Your Honor.
I will indicate, first of all, it's an on-site arrest. I did read through the report, and I will clearly make a finding of probable cause for the crimes, including the crime of murder.
He's got blood on his jumpsuit. He's got blood right here.
He is a lifelong resident.
Has he punched him
He
out?
reports that he is gainfully employed. He does report substance abuse and mental health issues. I do understand that.
You heard that? Mental health issues. Mental health issues. I wish we stopped using that fucking excuse for everything. Mental health issues. There was a 3-year-old baby in that home when he stabbed this woman several times. Several times. The neighbors were calling 911. He was actively attacking her in a hallway. And when the cops got there, he barricaded himself inside that apartment. And they had to go in and bust a window. He stabbed her in her trunk, when they talk about her back, her arms, her legs, and her head. That's what he did to this 21-year-old woman.
No record, however, due to the nature of allegations, we will be recommending $1 million.
How much?
$1 million.
Thank you. State?
Your Honor, in this incident, the defendant is charged with murder. The defendant called police, said that he had stabbed the victim. He further said that it was a couple of times. When officers arrived, he refused to open the door and threatened the officers that he would stab them if they entered. There was a 3-year-old child present for this incident. The defendant fought with officers. And the victim suffered 9 deep puncture wounds. He only paid state police at bond for $2 million.
Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. As stated by Bill, Mr. Black was 21 years old, grew up in Camden, Connecticut. He's been a native of our state his entire life. He attended school, graduated from ACES, and as stated, he has no criminal record. Your Honor, Mr. Black is truly a product of his environment, his upbringing, his background.
Oh, you're crying now.
Depending on state benefits, grew up in foster care, multiple effective DCF involvements. Lack of guidance and support led Mr. Black down the trail of mental health issues. He has multiple diagnoses, including PTSD, multiple stays at inpatient services, outpatient services, and many prior suicide attempts. Even through all this turmoil in his life, he was trying. Prior to this incident, he was working part-time in Wallingford as a flagger. He had recently completed programs and treatment and was doing well. Mr. Black was also
doing well, guys.
Before this incident. We ask that you take that into consideration when setting the bond for Mr. Black.
Well, he is 21 years of age. I guess he does not have any previous record, is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, obviously, I read through the report. It is, I know he's emotional right now, but it's a very disturbing report to read when people are calling the police, indicating someone is screaming and asking or requesting help, and then he called actually the police, indicated, quote, "I just stabbed my bitch," close quote.
You heard what he said, right? I just stabbed my bitch, is what he told the police. He just stabbed his bitch, is what he said.
The police were able to get the child, I guess, out through a window, the 3-year-old. He finally let the police in, according to the report. And I believe the defendant, even down at the station, did not disagree. She was calling the police because he had made an oral threat. And as a result of her attempting to call the police is when he admits that he took out a knife and he did stab her. It does indicate, as the state said, that it looks like there were a number of numerous wounds on the victim. The victim was a alive when the police were there, but obviously she succumbed to these injuries. Also sounds like they had a prior relationship some time ago, and there was some attempt over the last few weeks, according to the defendant, to rekindle it. It certainly calls for a serious bond, a domestic homicide of someone. I'll set the bond at $2.5 million at this particular time. It's going to be transferred over to Part A. After the serious cases go through 35 Church Street, I'm going to transfer it over there for January 14th. The bond is set without prejudice. Certainly, if you're going to get a public defender over there, they would have the right to argue the bond again over there. But January 14th will be the next date at 235 Church Street. All right, thank you.
Your brother's gonna die out in the fish.
You heard what they told him, right? So,
Jackie, a really scary.
That's what happened in court. How would you guys handle that? And I just got a call. Hold on. So, how would you guys handle that? Now, Amber and I were talking the other day. And Jessica, I know Amber was covering Jessica, but guys, Jessica has now got a new boyfriend. And we're going to talk about Jessica as well. Nope, they were trying to. They were definitely trying to. So, I will be back. Let me call my guest for today. I just got a message. An emergency with a friend. I have to go to the hospital, but Kim reminded me that was signed something right before the release started. And we were supposed to get before we just, and I said, I guess I know I've always talked with you over the years and how we kept in touch. So I emailed TLC. Hold on. So I emailed TLC. And I said, yes, I know. Hold on a second. Let me finish this. I said, yes, I know, but I've always talked with you over the years and how we kept in touch. And I also emailed TLC people and they said, I need to have you email them. So I'm not sure how that works. So I think we should reschedule. I apologize, but I look forward to talking more and clarifying more about it. Thank you for understanding. I honestly didn't think of anything, even though all of this is volunteer for us. Okay. I'm probably going to have to, not probably. They're telling me that I need to email TLC, although they didn't get paid. I'm going to call real quick. Okay. So I'm going to go, but let me see. Okay. Let me see what I can get done here. I understand that threatening to unalive the mom, I don't agree with. Yeah. They were threatening to unalive his mother. And that is something you just don't do. But I wanted to show you guys one thing before I left. She's talking about dating a high provider man, but the guy she was with went back to his wife, and she had to take back the car that she was in. And this girl was crying in the airport parking lot, but I can't find that one. But we're going to be going through Jessica. So sometime this week, we'll be talking about Jessica. She's got a 45-year-old boyfriend. Another one. He's in construction as well. She's 28 years old, and she is psycho. She's psycho. So we will get back to Jessica, but I need to make this phone call real quick, and I will let you guys know if my guest will still be able to come because it was voluntary. It was voluntary. So they did not get paid for what they did on the show. But I'll find out and let you guys know. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you, Ann, for coming up. Have a great day, everyone. I have to make a call. See you guys later. Bye.